Well, I have no ideas for videos, so you know what that means? It's time for one of those videos where I just talk about a lot of Nintendo Switch games I did not get a chance to talk about on this channel. Hey everyone, MonadoMax here, and today we're doing another one of those videos where I talk about a select few of Nintendo Switch games that I did not get to talk about on the channel, and do basically a mini review of each game all into one video. So let's start off with our first game. Alright, so the first game, I'm gonna be honest, I have not played much of this. Mainly because we'll get into it. We got Game Builder Garage. There's so much tutorials with this game. Like, this game, listen, if you want to be a game developer, if that's your type of thing, if you love Mario Maker, this game is literally perfect for you. It was also one of those games that Nintendo just randomly announced like 2 weeks before it was coming out. But basically, it's a game builder game. Like, I'm seeing people make like Sonic levels. I think I saw someone remaking Doom Eternal onto like this version of Game Builder Garage. There's so much you can do with Game Builder Garage. I tried playing it, but I don't care about the tutorial system. It's showing me how to play games, or make games, sorry. And I don't care about making games. I'm just gonna be honest, and every time I try to go through the tutorial, it's just so freaking long. There's now another tutorial that I unlocked that's gonna take 45 minutes. And I just want to get to the part where I can play people's levels, and I haven't gotten there yet. Now, I will say, playing people's levels, there's some disappointment there. You actually have to like go online to find people's like codes of their game that they made to enter into the game to play that level. You can't just go online to search this level or whatever. You actually have to have the people's codes of their level to play it. And I think that is a major disappointment with this game. Because this game, if it wasn't for the fact that Nintendo just like shadow dropped this pretty much, this would have been a huge game, but there's so many issues here with how they do the online playing people's levels. They should have it where you can just go online and select a level, see what's the most popular levels, what's trending, all that type of stuff, but that system is not in this game. If that would have been in here, I really feel like this would have been a major popular Nintendo Switch game. Especially for the price. It was a $30 Nintendo Switch game coming from Nintendo. It's basically Nintendo's version of Dreams, if you guys know what that is, on the PlayStation, and I think that was on PC. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Not to mention, if you're a Nintendo Labo fan, this game was inspired by Nintendo Labo. There's I don't know what Nintendo Labo kit, because I don't own Nintendo Labo, but there's some game where you're actually able to make your own game, but with the cardboard and stuff. If you were a fan of that, then Game Builder Garage is for you. So basically, I mean, this game is perfect for you if you're a Mario Maker fan, if you're a Labo fan, if you just want to make your own games type of dude. This game's perfect. The price is perfect. For me, it wasn't perfect because there's just so much tutorials. I just want to play people's games, and the system for that, it could be so much better. Who knows, maybe Nintendo will actually try to update that system and make it more usable without having to go online, like on Twitter, YouTube, all that, to find people's games. Okay, so our next game, this is one I'm actually excited to talk about, and that is Miitopia. So this game is crazy, guys. So I have never played a Mii game. Obviously, I played the ones that was on the 3DS, that like with Street Pass and all of that. But I'm a big Tomodachi Life fan. I don't own the game, but shoutouts to Sully Pones. When I was young, when it was like 2014, I used to watch his videos on Tomodachi Life, and I thought that game looked so interesting, and it was a game that I always wanted to play after watching his entire Let's Play series on it. I never picked up the game still, but when I saw that Miitopia was announced for the Switch, because in case you guys don't know, this is also a game that was on the 3DS, Miitopia. I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy this game. I can finally play somewhat like a Tomodachi Life game, because there is some elements from Tomodachi Life that's in Miitopia. It's just like an RPG version of Tomodachi Life with some different elements, but this game's crazy. The dialogue is absolutely random. It's funny how you can just turn any character that's a part of the story, put a Mii in there, and make them either the villain or just something obscure. This game, it's funny, and it's also fun. Like, the main reason why I picked this game up is I actually wanted to buy it in hopes that maybe, just maybe, they'll bring over Tomodachi Life to the Switch. And I'm having a lot of fun with this game. I've yet to beat it, and I plan on beating it. But if you're a big fan of the Miis, definitely pick up this game. I mean, their Mii creator system in there, you can make pretty much anyone and have it look really nice. I'm seeing people make like Crash Bandicoot, for example. I don't know if you want Crash in the game, you could get Crash Bandicoot in the game. Literally just think of the person and you can have that person. And there's like an updated Mii maker within the system of Miitopia, not through the Switch. There's like an actual better Mii maker system in Miitopia. And best of all, this game is actually not a $60 game. It's actually $50. So if this game interests you, I feel like this is one of those games that if you can just hold on a little bit longer, I feel like Black Friday, you can see a potential price drop with this game. Because I expect that this one didn't really sell well. Because Nintendo they put out so many bangers this year. I mean, we just talked about Game Builder Garage and how that was just randomly announced 2 weeks before it came out, and these two pretty much came out really close to each other. But yeah, Miitopia is a game I highly recommend. Alright, so our next game, this is the one that I've actually played the most out of all three, and that is Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD Remastered. That is such a long title. They could have just called it Remastered. Why did they have to put HD? I don't know. But as you guys know, I am a big Persona 5 fan, and I know Persona is a spin-off of this. Shin Megami Tensei is actually the main series of Persona, and I wanted to dig more into Persona games. I wanted to dig more into the actual Shin Megami Tensei series since I love Persona so much. So when this was announced, I got excited. There is some issues with this remaster that don't really bother me that much because I never played it before, but I will warn you that this is not a 60 FPS game, which doesn't make sense since this is a PlayStation 2 game being brought over to other consoles. I've also noticed within my playthrough of this game that I think this was fixed. I haven't played this in a few weeks, but there was some audio issues sometimes throughout when I was battling things. Like the audio it was not sounding good. And then another issue that I was having with this game, well, it's not an issue within the game. Well, I guess it could be. For some reason, some cutscenes aren't in HD. They're widescreen. I think that's kind of weird. Like most of the games in widescreen, but then some cutscenes aren't in widescreen. I don't know what's up with that since, HD remastered. So for the price of a HD remastered, I'm gonna be honest, this really isn't worth it. I have so much fun playing this game though, so let's get into it. So, like I said, this game is a $50 game. It is a $50 remaster game, and you can get the original version of this game, like on, if you own a PlayStation 4, they sell the PS2 version of this game digitally, I believe, for like $15. I might be wrong about that, don't quote me. And this is also on the PS4, guys. This isn't a Switch exclusive. I picked it up on the Switch because I feel like a game like this is perfect for the Switch, because this is like a 90-hour game. So it's going to take you months to beat this game, and having that on-the-go experience, I think, is perfect because, I feel like games like this, they need to always be on a portable system because they take too long to beat. But in terms of all the issues, if you get all that out of the way, I'm having a lot of fun with this game. I now just got stuck on this skeleton boss guy. I forgot his name. I'm learning more of how to defeat him. Shout out to my boy Nick. He's showing me how to defeat this guy, and this game's fun. I have so much fun playing this on the Switch. It's just that 30 frames per second kind of confuses me. I don't know why a PS2 game is running 30 frames per second, and I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, it's just the Switch version. The PS4 version runs at 30 frames per second also. The only difference between these two games, like the PS4 version and the Switch version, is the Switch version, the loading screens take a little bit longer. There's no graphical difference, there's no frame rate difference. All the issues that I'm talking about is still within the PS4 version of the game. So I feel like the fact that they're selling this for $50 it should have had a 60 frames per second mode in the game, because honestly, there's not enough work done here to justify a $50 price tag. Luckily, the time of making this video, I'm starting to see this game go on sale. The lowest I've seen it go is $35. If you want the game, again, that's another one I would wait for Black Friday. It's probably going to drop down to $20, I bet, during Black Friday. So that game is something I recommend only if you can get it for the right price. And not to mention, if you're a Devil May Cry fan, you got Dante in there. Wait, actually, no, you have to pay for Dante. That's another thing. I found out you actually have to pay like DLC in the eShop or whatever you play the platform on. You have to pay like $10 to get the Dante DLC, which I don't think in the PS2 version of the game was a thing. I think it was already in there for free because DLC wasn't a thing in that era. But there's some issues with this game. It's not a perfect remaster. There's a lot of issues. Well, guys, these are the Nintendo Switch games that I couldn't talk about just yet, and here we are. We got a video coming out on them now. Now, guys, I do want to know, do you like these style of videos? I have a whole nother batch of Switch games that I need to do a video on. Like, I have 3 Switch games that I can put all into one video, similar to like pretty much the same thing like this. And if you guys want to see that in the next couple months, please let me know, because I love doing these type of videos. I like getting these out because of this, I'm gonna be able to probably have a review on every Nintendo like published game that Nintendo had coming this year out on my channel, because we're doing videos like this. You guys love the first one. I hope you guys love the second one, because I want to continue this. I love doing these type of videos. It's also perfect for when I'm running out of ideas. I can be like, all right, another round of this. Let's do this. So let me know what you guys think of what we did here, and if you picked up any of these games, and if you thought it was worth the price that you paid. I got my Skyward Sword video working. Well, I haven't beat the game yet. That's kind of why we're doing this, is I'm still trying to beat Skyward Sword, because I want to do a video on that on the channel eventually. If you guys are waiting for that, it's probably going to take a few weeks, because that's a long game that I'm taking my time on. So, thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure to backslash that subscribe button, like the video, check out my Discord server, which is in the description below, and follow me on Twitter at MonadoMax. All of that is in the description below. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.